I was how old at the time? I was about, I think, 42 years old. So I'm 42 years old, never getting another raise, and also I get a new boss, and my boss was a bastard. I knew this guy too, and he was a bastard. And he was like, Barney, if you can't get it done, we'll get somebody who can get it done. And when somebody says that to you, you take it for what it's worth. It means you could be in the street. And I thought about it, I said, what am I going to do? I'm making $62,000 running a small store, basically. It's 10,000 feet. Can I run a Home Depot? It was a couple 100,000 feet. Are they going to hire me? Can I run a Lowe's? Can I run this? I couldn't find anything that made sense. I'm like, I'm going to be unemployed, and my life is going to be shit. So me and the wife did something. It's 2006. I want you guys to remember this year. I'm sweating, so I apologize. I'm a little fatter than I was 20 years ago. All right. Wipe the sweat off me. Thank you. All right. Talk louder? A little bit. Okay. Well, my daughter says I'm talking low, sorry. All right. Here's where my story begins. You heard my family story, you heard that. Well, my story begins right now. Me and the wife got together. She was working.
You only got that many minutes left.
How many? 5?
That's it.
Oh, shit, I'm going to talk. I'm so sorry. Shit.
The story's been good so far.
Yeah, I better get to what I want to talk about. I'm so sorry.
Some students they have classes at 12:30. So
Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. All right, here comes quickly. Ready? Party Pro Incorporated, business plan. Okay, 2006. Everybody's loaning money. Really easy. Put the wife's name on it. You get the loan easier because she's a minority, whatever you want to call it, female business. Wife is president of the company. I am the secretary. All right. Get the business plan done. Good. Shop at a couple banks. Wells Fargo gives us an SBA loan for $600,000. The loan itself is SBA guaranteed through Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is considered an SBA producer, I guess, where they could write in SBA's name without being approved through the SBA. So it's approved. We grab a location. The location's on Craig Road in Revere. If everybody knows North Las Vegas, I'm in the Big Lot Center. Location's 15,000 feet. Landlord says we can do it in 12,000 feet. I said, okay. We signed the lease. Landlord's very aggressive to get it signed. He needs a tenant. It's a brand new center. This is what it looked like when I took the lease. That's me on the floor there, building the store. The fixtures would cost us $80,000. Guess what my father would have told me? Well, for the other odd fixtures, fixturization was about $150,000. That's my daughter Rachel right there. We had registers, POS, fixtures. This young lady was inputting items into the computer system for 7 weeks. Every single item had to be individually put into the computer so that you could ring it through. Mannequins, merchandise, even had our name on popcorn. Mannequins again, break room we had to build, safe in the office, office supplies. Lockers we had to build. That's my father, Larry Kramer. He helped me build this store. He came in for 1 month, no pay, just had to feed him. And then we had the grand opening of Party Pro, the ultimate party store. Party Pro, arrived the banner, and here's the store finished. That's our ribbon cutting. That's Rachel there cutting the ribbon. That's me with strawberry shortcake we had for the grand opening. My wife too. There's us. Fox 5 News asked us to decorate a new stage on July 4th that year. We put our name out there. Our grand opening ads. Halloween ad. Okay, me receiving award. All right. I so apologize. I really wanted to talk more about this than anything else, and I got wordy. I hate when I get wordy. All right. What went wrong? What went right? 2006, we opened the store. We overexpended on fixtures. We did not have enough inventory. We broke my father's rule on inventory. The store was beautiful as humanly possible, prettier than any party city out there, I promise you. But we broke the rule on inventory. The store opened up. It opened up with a bang. We paid for advertising. My grand opening ads were $30,000. That TV commercial was $5,000. The cash registers were $45,000. I can keep going on the list. The peg hooks for the store were $10,000. Amazing amount of money was spent. In the end, we spent up the whole loan. When you get an SBA loan, just FYI, you have to put a $30,000 down payment, or 30% down payment on the money. That means that if you took a $600,000 loan, you would need $180,000 in cash in your bank account before they'll fund the loan. We only had $45,000 to our name plus a little extra cash, so we came up with $80,000. Back then, it's 2006. SBA tells us to get a second on our home. Our home is ballooning in this economy, right? Everybody's home price going up. I took a second loan on my home for $100,000. Now I have a down payment on my SBA loan, which does not make sense if you think about it. I got a loan to get a loan, all right? But this is 2006, all right? Everything's done, we're in the store, we spend down to the last penny. My biggest fear in life was that we would be this far in and the loan wouldn't go through. They'll say something would happen. Well, they did pay, and they paid it all. We got in the store did good. We had our first season, which was Halloween, and we had no money for Halloween merchandise. Halloween is the biggest season in party. Well, we made deals with vendors to give us what we call post-dated checks, where you give a check for the value. Some will give you just loans off other things, and we got that done. We made it through the first year, we did good. The second year, we decided to get aggressive, so we decided to do a temporary Halloween store. We picked this location on Flamingo and Grand Canyon in the Target Center there. 13,000 feet, we felt the store would be good. Well, we got through we booked that site, and then we got aggressive again. We took the location across the street from Party City on Rainbow, the one you've seen. I was 50 feet away. When Halloween stores always take location next to party stores, because that's where the customers are. They do it on purpose. So we said, let's do it too. My original location did $500,000 for the month of October. My secondary big location did $425,000. My location across the street from Party City did $250,000. We did $1.2 million. At the end of the season, I learned something really important that I did not figure in my equation. You will not sell out all the merchandise you buy. I had bought $400,000 worth of merchandise for all 3 stores. Well, the problem ran into that you don't sell out, so that each store had $50,000 left. At the end of the season, I had $150,000 left. Well, guess what? I couldn't finish paying my bills. I actually fired my manager of the store. We laid her off. She was making a $50,000 salary. I love this lady. We laid her off. We went to crisis mode. We put most of the money was on charge cards. At the time, charge cards would give us a lot of credit. I had $100,000 on charge cards. And then the other $50,000 was kind of in store money. Well, we went through a whole year, it went really good. We said, you know what, let's expand. We'll take that second temporary Halloween store, not the one next to Party City, but the first one we had done. We'll make that into what's called the Ultimate Party Store. We changed the name from Party Pro to the Ultimate Party Store because partypro.com existed already. In 2006, I didn't care about the internet. Who cared? Party City had no website. Amazon was a bookstore. Nobody cared. I'm like, I like Party Pro, it sounds good, that's what I want. The problem was when people came shopping in my store, they're like, I just bought this online, I want to see what it looked like. Well, you didn't buy it from me, I have no website. They went to my competitor. So for the second store, I owned the name, theultimatepartystore.com, till today it still exists. And that's what we named the second company, the Ultimate Party Store, so that we would own the internet at the same time. We built the store into, like you saw the commercial before, was my second store. And the store was beautiful. But we made the biggest mistake we've ever made in that store. Location, location, location. We blew it. Even though it did great for Halloween, the year round, we did $425,000 for Halloween. We only hit $380,000 for a full year next year with Halloween. People didn't look at us as a Halloween store anymore. They looked at us as a party store, and they weren't so fast to buy the Halloween products from us. The store itself had a great lease, had a 10% lease. So it means that every dollar I made, 10% would stay to the landlord. But at some point, that came due, and we had to get out of the store. I'm really giving you a quick version because it's been 5 minutes. We got out of the store, and we decided that we would push it all back into, I got 5 minutes?
If anybody needs, either has a 1:30 class, you can leave, but yes, you have 5 minutes.
Okay. Has anybody got 1:30 class?
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I love you guys. You do I'm
I
sorry.
gotta go back to work, I was taking my lunch.
Thank you, dear. Okay. I'll get this thing over in 10 minutes, I promise you. I'm sorry I'm so long today. I should have timed it better. All right. Well, basically, the Ultimate Party Store failed. I don't know how to say it. And we split the merchandise between the 2 stores to make it to begin with. So also, both stores did not have enough inventory. It went back to inventory again, that we did not have enough inventory to survive. At the same time, the world was going to hell. Now it was 2010, and the economy is going to hell. North Las Vegas had the #1 foreclosed zip code in America. It was right next to our store. All of a sudden, at nighttime in our first store, there was just a lack of customers, where we were doing $7,000 a day, now we're doing $5,000, $4,000 a day. The store was just downcycling. We didn't have enough inventory to keep the store going. Like when I was in Mill Plus, we all took from the store, we took the inventory. The same problem was happening here. We couldn't replace the inventory because we were using the inventory to pay the rent. We were using the inventory to pay the payroll. So we were in a bad cycle. At the same time, I had $100,000 on the books. American Express decided to take my interest rate from 2.9% to 32%. Okay. They said in their agreement that they had the right that if you had too much debt, that they could raise your interest rates. So I always tell people this. American Express is one of the main reasons I am out of business today. American Express does the small business Saudi bullshit. I got that on tape. American Express is bullshit. Okay. Well, American Express was the first company to raise my interest rate. They were the first company to take me to court for their money. American Express is a horrible company. Who's number 2 in the horrible list? Discover. If you're ever going to do charge cards, no American, no Discover. No other bank ever took me to court. They're the only 2. I went to a negotiator, and I paid him $10,000 to negotiate my debt, because I had all this debt on the books, $100,000 there, I owed this money, and we're at a point we had no cash flow. Now, business is about cash flow, it's not about profit. Accounting, right? Cash flow. Okay, if you have no cash flow, you can't pay your rent, you can't pay your payroll, you can't pay anything. You don't care if you make a profit. You just need cash. Banks weren't loaning money anymore. Now we have the financial crisis, 2010, American Express is getting money from me.